Hello and welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're diving into the life and just incredible legacy of a true icon of Indian cinema, Sridevi.
Absolutely. An icon.
You've brought us a great set of sources, articles, interviews, reviews, and our mission today is really to unpack these and figure out what made her, quite literally, India's first female superstar.
Yeah.
From starting out as a child actor, like incredibly young, to that huge comeback later on, we'll look at how she made such a mark across, well, so many different film industries.
It's an amazing journey, honestly. Her full name, Sri Amma Yangar Ayappan, born August 13, 1963, in Sivakasi, Tamil Nadu.
Right.
And her career really spanned, 1967 to 97, and then that returned from 2012 until, sadly, 2018. But what's key here, I think, is that her impact went way beyond just acting. She fundamentally changed things for female performers in India.
Okay, let's get into that story then, starting right at the beginning. Sridevi was born into a Tamil family. Her father, Ayappan Yangar, was a lawyer, and her mother, Rajaswari Yangar, a homemaker. But the detail from your sources that just jumps out is how unbelievably young she was when she first started.
Mm-hmm.
Her debut was in a Tamil film, Thunaivan, back in 1969. That means she started acting when she was just 4 years old.
4. It's hard to wrap your head around, isn't it?
Can you even imagine growing up entirely on film sets? Just constantly learning your craft in front of everyone.
It's quite extraordinary, and it really shaped her. Her natural talent, especially those incredibly expressive eyes people always talk about,
Yeah.
it made her an instant child star in South India. Think about it, a 4-year-old just captivating audiences, without needing complex lines.
Yeah, pure intuition almost.
Exactly, and that led to this incredibly rapid rise through the 70s and early 80s. She became a leading actress in Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam films, all while still basically a teenager. That early start gave her this rare comfort and spontaneity on screen that most actors just never quite get.
Right.
You look at Munjru Mudichu from 1976, she's only 13, holding her own with legends like Kamal Hassan and Rajinikanth.
Incredible.
And her performance wasn't just, good for a kid. It was powerful, really nuanced. It showed this maturity way beyond her years. That cemented her as a serious talent, not just some cute child actor. And that really paved the way for films like 16 Vaithanile in 77 and Sigapu Rojakol in 78.
So, having basically conquered the South, the next big step was, well, Bollywood, a whole different world. Her lead Hindi debut was Solva Sawan in 1979.
Yeah, Solva Sawan introduced her, but it didn't quite make the splash everyone expected. It was really Himmat Twala in 1983, opposite Jitendra, that just catapulted her into Bollywood stardom.
Matwala, okay.
That film wasn't exactly high art, let's be honest, but it was a huge commercial hit.
Right.
It showed off her dancing, her kind of unique comic timing, and it just instantly connected with this massive pan-Indian audience. They hadn't really seen a leading lady quite like her before.
What was it about her then, during that period? What set her apart?
It was this unique blend, really. She had this captivating innocence, but also undeniable glamour, and this brilliant comic timing.
That combination, yeah.
She could be completely ethereal 1 minute and then just switch to hilarious physical comedy the next. That range was just revolutionary, really, for female leads who were often stuck in pretty one-dimensional roles, the damsel in distress kind of thing.
And this is where she just takes over, right?
Yeah.
She didn't just join Bollywood. She basically reigned through the 80s and early 90s.
Absolutely dominated.
Your sources really highlight this with film after film, each showing something different. Like Mr. India in 87, famous for so much. But her Charlie Chaplin bit and Hawaii, they weren't just song and dance numbers. That Chaplin sequence was pure physical comedy led by her. She proved she could drive the comedy in a film, not just be the romantic interest.
Exactly. She commanded those scenes.
Then you've got Chandni in 1989. Huge romantic musical. It didn't just make her the ultimate heroine of that time, it almost set the template for that whole Yash Raj film's heroine archetype, didn't it?
It really did. That grace, vulnerability, strength, it resonated so deeply.
And for just sheer range, Chalbaz, same year, 89, playing those twin sisters, polar opposites.
Oh, brilliant.
It was electrifying. Just a masterclass in switching from total vulnerability to this raw, almost manic energy.
Yeah, unforgettable performance.
And we can't skip Lamhe from 91. That film was definitely ahead of its time, tackling some pretty controversial themes for Indian audiences back then. Her performance is often called one of her most nuanced.
Deeply nuanced, a brave choice, too.
And of course, going back a bit, Sadma from 1983. That heartbreaking role as a woman with amnesia.
Oh, Sadma, yeah.
It just showed her incredible depth as an actress. Proved she wasn't just about the glamour or the comedy, but could deliver these profoundly emotional performances.
Precisely. And that's the key takeaway, I think. She wasn't just a star who looked good and could dance brilliantly, though she did both. She was a performer who could, and often did, carry an entire film herself.
Right. On her own shoulders.
Before Sridevi, heroines were often, supporting players, important, but still orbiting the male lead story. Sridevi was the story a lot of the time. She had genuine box office pull in her own right.
Which was huge, that.
Huge, almost exclusively a male superstar thing until she came along. That agency, that power, it just shattered the old stereotype of the passive heroine.
So after this incredible, intense run, she makes a very different choice. She decides to step back from acting after marrying producer Boney Kapoor in 1996. And during this time, she has her daughters, Janvi and Kushi Kapoor.
And that break, that 15-year hiatus, it was really significant. Most stars, especially female actors of that magnitude, find it incredibly hard to come back after so long.
Yeah, the industry changes so fast.
Exactly. It moves on. So the big question for everyone was, could she really reclaim that spotlight she once owned?
And wow, did she answer that question. She came back with English Finglish in 2012.
Such a great film.
Her portrayal of Shashi, the homemaker learning English to gain self-respect. It wasn't just a hit movie. It connected universally. It tapped into something really real about, the quiet struggles many homemakers face, that desire for independence. It just won hearts everywhere because it felt so genuine.
It really did. It showed she could connect with contemporary audiences on this deeply emotional level, completely separate from the big Bollywood glamour of her past.
Totally. And then she followed that up with another really powerful raw performance in Mom in 2017. Playing a mother seeking justice. Intense stuff.
Incredibly intense, and that performance was so impactful it eventually won her a posthumous National Film Award for Best Actress.
Which says so much.
It does. These weren't just comeback roles to regain stardom. They were relevant, strong, character-driven performances. They showed she was still growing as an artist, still completely relevant.
But then, tragically.
Yes, sadly, her incredible journey ended far too soon. It was sudden, shocking. February 24, 2018, in Dubai. She passed away aged 54. The cause reported was accidental drowning in a bathtub.
It just left this huge void, didn't it? The outpouring of grief was immense.
Absolutely. Across India, across the global film world, a massive loss.
And her impact, well, it was recognized with so many awards over the years, underscoring just how much she contributed. She got the Padma Shri in 2013, India's fourth highest civilian honor.
A huge deal.
Which speaks volumes about her cultural significance. And as you mentioned, the posthumous National Award for Mom. It feels like such a fitting recognition for that final, powerful role. Plus, countless Filmfare Awards across Hindi, Tamil, Telugu cinema.
Showing that dominance across industries.
It really did.
And all these awards, they just reinforce this legacy she has. India's first female superstar. Widely, and I think rightly regarded as such.
And it wasn't just a catchy title, was it?
No, not at all. It signifies this real shift in Indian cinema, a time when a female actor commanded the box office, drove the stories, had star power independent of the male leads. That was new. She broke those stereotypes, proving a heroine could absolutely be the central character, the main reason people bought tickets, not just, a supporting part.
Right, not just the love interest.
Exactly. And her appeal went beyond language barriers, which is pretty unique in India's often segmented film industries. She was loved in Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, even Kannada films. That kind of pan-Indian adoration speaks to something really universal about her talent and her persona.
It's fascinating, too, to see her cinematic lineage now continuing. Her daughters, Janvi and Kushi Kapoor, have both entered the film industry.
Following in huge footsteps.
Absolutely, carrying forward that legacy. And thinking back to her passing, the sheer scale of tributes from fans, co-stars, leaders, it wasn't just mourning an actress. It felt like mourning an icon who genuinely shaped how generations experienced movies. It really showed how deeply she was loved and respected.
Truly.
So we've taken quite a dive today into Sridevi's extraordinary life and career. From that tiny 4-year-old prodigy learning everything in front of the camera to this reigning superstar who completely redefined what a heroine could be on screen. Her unique mix of sheer talent, that incredible versatility, and just the groundbreaking nature of her work. It really paved the way for so many others.
It really did. And as we sort of wrap up thinking about her profound legacy, maybe it leaves a question for you, the listeners, to ponder. What does it really mean to be India's first female superstar, especially in what was and often still is a very male-dominated industry?
That's a great question.
And how might Sridevi's groundbreaking career, continue to ripple outwards? How might it still influence Indian cinema, the roles for women within it, even today? Maybe think about the lasting impact anyone has when they truly dare to break stereotypes in their field.